I can't believe that it's something that people abide by.
Now, what's a phrase?
Nothing tastes as good as thin feels. It's
it
like
doesn't.
a thing that horrible.
No, everything tastes as good. You know why? Fried chicken.
Not licorice.
No, not licorice. It depends.
Yeah,
it depends
not
on the licorice. Jaeger, for sure. that tastes better
Jaeger
than
is
thin
so
feels.
full of calories.
That's why I drank Jizzies, Marcus.
Welcome to page 7, everybody good?
Yeah.
I'm Marcus Parr.
I'm Jackie Zebrowski.
I'm Molly Knefel.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past from homebound. Why you look so confused, Molly?
I'm trying to catch up with where you're at.
I could walk unto the sky, and you think time would pass us by, 'cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I needed that. That's what I needed. Thank you. That's sorry to make you go through the whole first
No,
verse.
it's fine. I didn't go through the whole. I half remember the words, but I woke up. I was walking to work this morning, just fucking brutally hungover, just sweating out some jizzies hard, and that song came in my head. I was like, this is the opposite of what the feeling Vanessa Carlton was trying to be when she wrote this song.
Every time I start singing that song, I always start off as like, making your way in the world today
Oh, it
takes everything you got.
See, I'd rather that. I'd rather have the Cheers song in my head.
I spent a good amount of yesterday furious with my husband for not knowing the song that I couldn't think of who sings it or what its title was, but the one that goes, "You say I only hear what I want to." He was like, "That's not a song." I was like, "Go for fuck's sake!" And I was like trying to get it. You don't pay attention to and the whole
From anyone, anywhere. Don't understand if you really care. Only hearing negatives. No.
So then
Oh my God, you know how many times I just moodily just like listen to songs like, no one understands.
But I listened to it yesterday. I played it for him, and two things. One, I was like, this is going to be, we were like brushing our teeth and listening to that song, and I was like, this is a great bedtime routine, just choosing one great 90s song to listen to before bed.
While you brush your teeth.
While you brush your teeth.
Husband and wife.
Yeah, that's married life. But also, it is a good song. It holds up.
It's a fun.
It's a song.
She's wandering through that huge apartment by herself.
She's just that ultimate like quirky girl.
She is that quirky. She was like the original Manic Pixie Dream girl. Like, ooh, look at my glasses. They're
Her name
like
is
cat
Lisa Loeb.
Lisa Loeb. She's cute, but she was like the prototype of like, I don't know, not exactly Zooey Deschanel, but whoever else has funny glasses.
I just feel like quirky girls have no control over their tongues. Like, I'm a quirky girl.
You know, people who smile, when they smile, they stick their tongue out.
Ew, like, see, cats do it, it's cute.
Yes.
People do it, it's not cute.
Yeah, the cat's, it's called the blep.
Well,
Yeah, that's I do like a cat with a tongue out. But when people smile and they go,
Oh, God, it feels wrong.
it does feel very weird.
I get so mad about it that I want to bite down on my own tongue. Stop that! Stop!
There's a lot going on in celebrity news this week.
right.
Or at least, celebrities that we like to talk about. Kelly Ripa chose her replacement for Michael Strahan.
You're not gonna like it.
Is it Josh Groban?
You're not gonna like it.
You're really not going to like it. Ryan Seacrest.
See, such a Boro.
He's such a Boro. He's been Boro for 2 decades at this point.
I still, if you gave me a lineup of those white men that look exactly the same, I couldn't pick them out.
Yeah, he looks just like the British people from American Idol. They all have the same cutout of a catalog face.
Yuck.
It's a bad decision.
He's never said anything. He's like as bland as Carson Daly without even Carson Daly is so bland, and you're always like, why are you so famous? And then you're like, well, I guess everyone just loves TRL.
Yeah,
and
but Carson Daly seems like he might even be kind of fun, you know?
it seems like there's something there. Like, he could be fun. Whereas Ryan Seacrest is just like a vacant, his eyes are vacant. He doesn't make any jokes. He's just like so bland in every way.
And he's the one that does the New Year's Rockin' Eve now, right?
Yeah.
That's why no one watches it.
And that's why they had to have Mariah Carey screw up last year.
I know.
We've already forgotten about Mariah Carey's New Year's Eve flub.
Oh, I never will. I'll also never forget about the picture of her being, she has, like, from her dressing room to the stage, she's put onto, like, a wheelie chair and wheeled out there. Not a wheelchair, a wheelie chair.
Like an office chair?
Yeah. And she's wheeled there. Really? Wheeled to the stage.
It's not wheeled, it's being pushed. They
Yeah,
put her in an office chair and push her there.
Yeah, it's a fancy
Do they go,
office chair.
wee?
Probably. No, she's probably just like, don't talk to me. I gotta sing a Christmas song. And it's April.
Is she also adjusting the height on the office chair? Because that's also,
Just to make it more annoying for them.
you know, if I'm a diva, I will be playing in an office chair, no question about it. But that seems more whimsical than Mariah would normally be.
No, hers is just laziness. She just stand through the show. Just no one can look her in the eyes. As they shouldn't.
Ooh, maybe it's like a Judy Garland situation. Remember how Judy Garland had to be propped up on a lot of things?
So drunk, yeah.
Mariah Carey is known to be a notorious drunk in the blind items.
See that part of her, I kind of like. That's the part I do like.
You respect that.
Yeah, but man, the Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest show is going to be so boring. They couldn't even get, at least with Michael Strahan, the reason why he got poached was because he was a big, beautiful black man that also was very funny.
Yeah, he's charming. I like Michael Strahan.
Yeah, you need the diversity. You need something, slap something up there. Even Josh Groban, I feel like he's diverse, because in my head, he's like an Andrea Bocelli.
Josh Groban, the opera singer, was he in the running?
Well, he is he's sat in a lot.
He has.
Yes.
Really?
He's kind of, yeah. My mom's obsessed with him, so I always know when Josh Groban has been on.
Okay. Yeah, Michael Strahan I didn't know how much I liked him until I watched the red carpets, and I was like, you're doing a decent job, young man.
He's very charming. He knows how to and he's got that gap in his teeth, which is just kind of cute.
And I know I talked about it on here, but I just will always think about the photo shoot he did with his twin daughters, because I think he has main custody over his two young twin daughters. And it was just him doing their hair, and the two of them, he's covered in cupcake batter while they're making cupcakes. And I know it's all staged, but it looks like he's a good father.
He seems fun. And what's his deal? He's a retired football player?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, I'm talking like a mean-ass football player,
Like an
too.
OJ?
No, not an OJ.
Not like a murderer.
If he did it.
Like good at football.
Just a very aggressive, big football
Really?
player. But known to be one of the nicest guys around, but a really aggressive football player. One of the best.
Really? Well, like I said, I didn't know him. And then, the red carpet interviews are all so, kill me. Except for his, I was like, I'm enjoying this. He's doing this right. This horrible thing we all do, schmoozing and talking to celebrities. I mean, we don't do it, but we all... as a country, we do it.
Collectively, our soul does it.
Yes, and he's good at it. He's fun and nice and which is all that fucking morning show is. And so what is Ryan Seacrest going to do? Just stare into space?
I just want to rub my tongue on his tooth gap. And see if I can get the tip of my tongue stuck in there. If it's big enough. Or if my tongue is small enough. Depends.
Yeah, Ryan Seacrest, he yell talks. He has the announcer voice. What is he gonna come on screen? Everyone, welcome to Good Morning America. It's gonna be obnoxious.
He does yell talk, yeah, because he's never not been a host,
an announcer
of
sorts. Yeah,
he's an announcer. He's a presenter.
Yes, and he's not a host. That's why he's not going to be good at this.
Right. Yeah, because if you're a host, you got to act like, oh, I'm just having my morning coffee and chatting.
He was probably the only one that I bet that contract is so fucking sealed tight after what happened with Michael Strahan that he's probably one of the few people that actually was like, I'm gonna go now the next game. I feel like that's how he talks in real life, and then he goes on and he talks like this.
Was there some drama with Kelly and Michael Strahan?
Oh yeah,
yeah, huge drama.
He just didn't. He got the job at Good Morning America, and he took it, and it started a lot earlier, so he didn't have any time. So one day he just didn't come to work because he'd already been sold to Good Morning America. It wasn't his fault though. You gotta go where you gotta go. I love him.
Yeah, stand by Michael Strahan. Yeah, probably some boss made that decision.
Well, they made jokes on last Friday's show. They were having a good time. They made jokes about how, all this Kelly and Michael merchandise is going to be discounted, so make sure to buy up as much as you can.
I'd buy it.
Yeah, I would wear a Kelly and Michael shirt.
Except I would white out Kelly's name and I'd wear Jackie instead. It's a Jackie and Michael show, and every day he would pick me up and put me over his shoulder and throw me through a wall. Then we'd have sex.
It sounds like foreplay.
It always ends with you and sex.
I'm sorry.
Flicking your tongue between his teeth like a snake.
He's so big.
He is big.
Is Kelly Ripa the one whose body is too tight?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, her body is insane.
But it's she's a candy apple, right? She's got the teeny tiny body and the big head.
Yes. But her butt. She's got a good butt. And she always wears those perfectly tailored dresses.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
No, not butternut squash soup recipe. I want Kelly Ripa butt.
Kelly Ripa butternut
I want to
squash.
read butternut squash soup recipe.
So I typed in, I get it, Kelly Ripa butt, and went to butternut squash soup recipe. I want
Bet it's
butt.
delicious.
I'm Kelly Ripa. Here's a great butternut squash for you.
Oh, I want your butt.
It's a good butt.
It's good butt.
It's a good butt.
Yeah, good body.
Yeah, definitely good butt.
It is a tight body.
It's going to be, but she's going down the route of Madonna.
Yeah.
That in 20 years she's going to be spindly, scary Skeletor, but for now she's tight young mom.
Well, actually, I think she's 60.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering how old is she?
Yeah, I think Kelly Ripa's 61, 62.
Really? How old is Michael Strahan?
If I remember correctly, I remember her being one of those. No, never mind. She's 46.
Okay. I was like, my God. She's cryogenically frozen.
Which one
if
am I
she's
thinking
61 years old.
I'm thinking of Kathy Lee.
Probably. Yeah,
yeah.
she looks it, though.
Well, she looks tight.
Kathy Lee is tight.
Now it's old news, but I do just want to throw it there. We forgot to talk about last week how Kathy Lee Gifford disrespected Bill Nye on the Kathy Lee and Hoda show.
Did she know?
Yeah, I
She
saw
was
that
hammered.
posted in the group, but I didn't watch the video because I thought I would get too mad.
Every time he tried to talk about something or explain something, she'd make tired, bored faces at the audience. It was so disrespectful. It really, really was. But the thing is that bitch was fucking hammered.
She's the worst,
Hammered.
though.
Hammered. It's why would you trust her to do an interview of Bill Nye? Get Hoda in there. Hoda's more professional.
Hoda's drunk as they come, though. They're both.
Yeah, but Hoda can hold her liquor.
Yes, she
Yeah,
can hold
that's
that liquor. That's why she got her name.
Hold her liquor.
Yes, she hold the liquor. She hold the liquor good.
Well, and Hoda, I think if I have my Rite Aid Dwayne Reed tablet memories straight, tabloid, not tablet. I think that she is a new mom.
Mm-hmm. I believe in adoption.
A new adopted mom.
because her womb is a crypt at this point.
But maybe she's less drunk with a new baby. is
I
what I'm
don't
trying to
know.
say.
Or do you get more drunk? Because-
Maybe more drunk.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, she's got nanny. You can get as drunk as you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
guess.
you don't have children until you're rich enough to afford a nanny, and then you can drink all the time. And then they can suck out the milk from my titties, the nannies can, and then they can give the babies the fresh milk that doesn't have the booze in it.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time thinking about what
Pump and dump is what they call it.
I spent a lot of time thinking about what it must be like for very rich people who never see their children, who are I'm a mom, but they probably see their kid what? How often do you think those people
I think
see
it's
their
great.
kids?
I bet-
Once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah,
right?
it's great. And then you get to go in and be like, Mom, my mom's rich and famous. You're like, I am. Don't touch me. Put on gloves. I'd make them all wear gloves. I'd have 10 of them.
Only touch me in public, but not in a sexual way.
I know you want to because I'm prime meat. I've been watching too much Feud.
I've been watching Feud too. I listened to your suggestion once
Thank
again,
you.
and I was wearing my Jackie shirt. That's my name.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't plan that. I wasn't like, I'm going to get dressed in my Jackie fan outfit.
Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to the people out in Los Angeles. The two girls who were wearing dual "That's My Name" and "Don't Come at Me with That" T-shirt.
Nice.
Hell yeah, baby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to everyone out in LA who had kind things to say about Page 7. Thank you.
Well, Feud is killer. Now I really want to watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, because I feel like I'm not actually, as much as I love old movies, I'm not super familiar with either Betty Davis or Joan Crawford.
You might need to pause it now and watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
because I don't think I'm appreciating it enough.
I don't think you're appreciating enough because
Yeah.
the movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
And is it as fucking crazy as it seems?
Yes, and then also watch Mommy Dearest.
Yeah, I do want to watch Mommy
Because
Dearest.
Faye Dunaway does a great Joan Crawford, but I mean Jessica Lange is really killing it because she gets the venom. Because Faye Dunaway did the like crazy part of Joan Crawford, did the behind the scenes part of Joan Crawford, and then Jessica Lange does that like venomous, just the way she talks. And she just looks at you with
And
poison in her eyes.
The venom and the insecurity, the like,
God,
love
it's so
me,
good.
love me. It's so good.
I'd put Jessica Lange in. I would say one of the sexiest women of the last century.
Really?
Still looking pretty good.
I don't know what it is about Jessica Lange, but man, she's just sex personified.
Dude, Cape
Except
Fear.
for, you take all of his smally fair, to see go with the mousy hair. That's the only thing about Jessica Lange.
is yelling,
No.
What is that?
The American Freak, the American Freak
horror-
Show,
yeah.
American Horror Story Freak
Yes,
Show.
you
When
told
she,
me about that.
she's
It's rough.
alive on Mars.
Well, she was doing a thing. At least she makes a choice.
I remember how much you loved her in American Horror Story. I
Yeah,
forgot
but in
about
Cape
that.
She was
Fear,
great in
though,
that.
she's sexy and she's like a Southern debutante.
Yeah, but you can also see her in the Patsy Cline story.
Ooh, she's good.
And she was the lady in King Kong, right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
No, you're thinking of Fay Wray.
Okay. All right.
No, wait, no. I think
I thinking
Jessica
of one of the
Lange.
original?
You might be thinking of like the 1984 version with Jeff Bridges. I think she is in that.
Somebody that I looked up in the process of watching Betty and Joan was in the King Kong movie.
I know not of large monkey movies.
Yeah, she was in the 1976 version.
Okay,
she played
gotcha.
the Fay Wray role.
Got you.
It's supposed to be terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
But I still love Jessica Lange, and that's all that matters.
She's doing amazing. And Susan Sarandon is really, really doing great.
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She really is. Because, it's all about insecurity.
Yeah, I'm really respecting the hell out of them. I had to. Did we ever talk about the comeback on this show with Lisa Kudrow?
No.
Y'all had never seen it?
No.
It's about.
Worth it?
Well, I had to stop because it's about a really insecure actor who tries to make a comeback, and Gideon loves it, and I was like, this makes me too uncomfortable because it's about that insecure thing that actors have, and I was like, this is too real, and it actually makes me kind of anxious. But it was super, super, super funny. Lisa Kudrow, I was like, oh, you're actually very funny. Good for you. Like,
Kudos, Kudrow.
Ah, yes. You mean Phoebe from Friends.
yeah, Phoebe from Friends.
Kudos, Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah, basically the newsflash is Phoebe from Friends can be funny in a different context, and it's really good, but it's about that insecurity, and it's so good. But I'm not having the same kind of like anxiety reaction with Betty and Joan because it feels kind of
Well, they're
far-
classic old. I mean, that
Yeah.
is something so far removed that we will never understand. Of
Yeah.
your whole life, and especially just the whole part of it that like they fucked for everything that they ever got, and then they're too old to do it.
Yeah.
And like, can you imagine dealing with that? It's like they keep trying, and they put on their sexy, and then like just constantly pushed away.
Yeah.
Just like, no, Joan, not anymore, Joan. It's just like, damn, that hurts, man.
Yeah. Yeah, to think about like a time when there wasn't just like an abundance of stars, and it was like you were one of the real fucking stars.
Yeah,
you
big
know?
stars.
Yeah.
But you should watch it.
Now we got 2 minutes to count.
But just like the ones in space.
Billy Ray Cyrus is changing his name.
Oh my
Oh
god! I
God,
know.
what is he changing it to?
Just
Cyrus. He's so gross. He's just such a gross old man.
the 25th anniversary of Achy Breaky Heart.
Don't say its
And
name.
he's re-recording
No.
3 new versions
No.
of it.
Good.
Just one, like, just kind of like modern, updated version, a Spanglish version,
Why? It just.
and holy fuck, an EDM version with Bootsy Collins.
What is EDM? Is that a kid's thing?
It's like electronic dance music.
I was wondering. I was gonna make a joke. Is it gonna be a techno one?
Don't break
Yes.
my heart, reggae, I just don't think you understand. Oh, I danced so much. Oh, my headphones came off.
And he's doing it with the bass player from Parliament Funkadelic.
Man,
Wow.
he must need money. The bass player from Parliament Funkadelic, because Cyrus is not going to make any money off of this. He still has business in the front, party in the back.
Still does. Man, that guy. I really don't care for him. And I do care about his daughter, but I don't care for him. I want to shoot him out into space.
Oh, I thought you meant shoot him. I was like, wow, that's
No.
violent, Molly.
Did you know Miley Cyrus was born the same year that Achy Breaky Heart came out?
Good.
She turns 25 this year.
Oh my God, she's getting old.
So while that guy was touring the nation, torturing us all, his wife was bearing Miley Cyrus.
Although, I mean, it was a big part of the boot scootin' boogie renaissance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we would have boot scooting without Billy Ray Cyrus.
Boot scooting. Oh, you guys want to go out to the fairgrounds? There's boot scooting every
I
Friday.
know you love a boot scoot.
Yeah, I mean that's when I think of boot scooting, I think of Don't Tell My Heart. That
Yeah.
I have two associations with Don't Tell My Heart: boot scooting and fucking Bill Hicks, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
Thank God for Bill Hicks. But yeah, that is like when I think of like the first school dance I ever went to. Achy Breaky Heart.
That's really?
Yeah, we had like a Valentine's dance in elementary school that like third, fourth graders and fifth graders could go to, and that song. And it wasn't even like I was in the South. It was just the entire country was swept up by it.
Yeah, it really wasn't. And in the South, it was even worse.
I guess that's true. I remember I did it at like we had dance festival every year where everyone paraded out like all the classes and you stand in a circle. And one year we did In Vogue's, no, not In Vogue, Free Your Mind
Nice.
and the rest will follow. That was fun. But then one year we had to do your Achy Breaky Heart. And it was a lot of just, you hold on to your belt and you go to the side. It was boring.
It's oh my God.
How did that become so? I mean, I guess it is very catchy, but it is one of those mystery hits.
Yeah, see, I thought that maybe we were going to say that people in the South like could see through it because they know real country or something.
Nope, not at all. No, they got taken. If anything, got taken even harder. Because there are still some people back home that still like can kind of see through it and don't listen to the pop shit. And there's still a lot of cool Texas country artists that are still playing to this day. And some people can see through it and really enjoy that shit. But for the most part, no, it's that get in my truck, gonna get a red cup, gonna go out do the country on the road and it go down there.
Yeah, now. Get him on now.
Flag and a lady in the truck.
I actually do weirdly like that music, though. I don't listen to it, but you go home and it's like everywhere, and you're just like, this fucking shit. And then you hear, auto pop tune, making waves and catching rays up on the roof. It was so bad. Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
That band they can go to bed forever.
But Dan, remember when Miley Cyrus sang that duet with Dolly Parton? And it was like, ooh, you got talent that your father did not give you.
Yes.
She can sing, that girl.
She did.
I mean,
She
you all
did.
know much more about good music than I do, but
No, I mean, I was just singing Pontoon. I know she did do a good job when she was singing that with it. She does have some country chops in there.
yeah, she does. I mean, more than her
father,
more than her daddy.
Which
that's
now
for sure.
sounds like he's going to be trying to hang out with like Tyga. Right? Cyrus sounds so dumb. And he's got to be in his 50s.
Oh, easily. Yeah, he might even be closer to the 60 mark.
I believe I saw a picture of him.
He's definitely reached the old lesbian phase.
Yes, because he had like a purple streak in his hair. It's like, honey, with the transitioning glasses.
Yeah, those transitioning glasses. Somebody's got to tell aging celebrities not to wear those.
Honestly, somebody's just got to tell the world not to wear those.
True.
Look at
Yeah,
Mom's
look
got
at
them. I hate them.
Yeah, look at a picture of him right there.
what is his choice of hair.
Yikes.
It's the middle-aged man, like middle-aged Hollywood guy lesbian look. That's what happens to, for some reason, men in Hollywood once they reach a certain age. Not all men, but certain men. Usually men who dye their hair end up getting haircuts that make them look like middle-aged lesbians.
Yikes.
It also reminds. It's like it's vaguely reminiscent of like a kind of phasing out like late 80s, early 90s, like kind of like hair rock metal haircut, right? Where it like there's like one point in the center of your head, and then kind of like a palm tree. All of the hair comes from to and fro, all in all directions from it.
I guess just do they just stop producing testosterone at such levels, and it just I
It
don't
gets
know.
a little limp.
It goes a little limp. Yeah, everything goes a little limp. Everything gets a little saggier. It just doesn't. Some dudes just lose it, man.
Yeah,
I gotta say though, that haircut is very Cyrus.
Yeah.
it is very Cyrus.
I mean, that's so Cyrus is what his new documentary should be called. He's like making fun of him, but he doesn't know it. You know?
It's also a little bit like Bon Jovi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I feel like Bon Jovi is just a caricature of himself.
Yeah,
And I think he knows that.
Right, and Bon Jovi can just rock being Bon Jovi, whereas like Billy Ray does not have that. People will still like sing some like, Living on a Prayer excitedly at a bar, and I don't think that we're at that point with Achy Breaky Heart.
I mean, you just were in Asbury Park, so I'm sure you saw it in the flesh.
I did, and I love it.
Ugh. Yeah, his statement, Billy Ray's statement, after August 25th, I will be the artist formerly known as Billy Ray.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
going by my last name, Cyrus.
Oh my God! Wait, why August 25th? Why does he have to wait?
I think that's after. Yeah, why does he have to wait?
It's like you already said it.
When
Just
the
be it.
paperwork comes through, which is
wait,
August 25th.
Actually, that is exactly what it is. He said, I always went by Cyrus, and I begged Mercury Records to call me Cyrus in the beginning. That's because that's what I was comfortable with. I'm going to the hospital where I was born in Bellefonte, Kentucky, and legally changing my name.
And I didn't have
have
time
to
in my
know.
schedule to make the plane arrangements and to make sure that I have time to get a notary scheduled who's going to notarize the documents, and then I'm going to send out a press release, and then I'll be known as Cyrus.
You don't have to go to the hospital in which you were born. You don't have to do
Now
this.
when you're famous, you can just say, call me Cyrus.
And now you're Cyrus, just like I mean, Prince did it, but Prince was awesome, and then he went back. I mean, you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Does he have to? Is he? Do you think he makes people around him was like, it's Cyrus now?
Yes.
Yep. Don't call Billy. Oh, Billy Ray. Oh, Billy Ray's not here. I don't see Billy Ray anywhere. I see fucking Cyrus standing right here, but Billy Ray I don't see anywhere around. You want to try that again?
Here you go, Billy Ray. Who are you talking to? Try again.
Why'd you get out my birth certificate? Bellefonte, Kentucky.
I did not go down to that hospital for nothing.
It's
You're gonna
probably
call
just
me
a
Cyrus.
pile of ashes by now. Just like a bunch of he gets a bunch of stray dogs. Like, you sign this and put your paw on it. But you put your muddy paw on it. No, that's a doctor. He could have been a doctor in a past life. That's what Cyrus believes in. That and Jesus Christ.
I believe in two things: being Cyrus and the Lord Jesus Christ.
Good for you, Cyrus.
You know, at least he believes in something.
Roseanne might be coming back to TV.
I saw.
Did see.
I mean, how original cast?
Original cast with Dan faking his own death.
Yeah. I feel like Roseanne is what my whole life people are like, you didn't watch Roseanne. I just missed it. My mom didn't like Roseanne Barr, so we never watched it in the house. So it's like I just never really watched it, but I have so many friends that are diehard, like seen every episode 1,000 times. Can't believe I've never seen it, and I think I need to just do it. I know I would love it.
You
That's
would
actually,
love it.
ooh, maybe we could do this together. Because I did watch it. Like, I had friends who loved it when I was a kid, but I didn't watch it at home. And so I've seen episodes. I know the gist
Yeah,
of it.
I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, like, especially my, like, I feel like there's like a working class thing, like where like friends who identify hard as like members of the working class like love Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
Which is cool and interesting about it, that it was like kind of the first / only like working class identity sitcom. And so I have also been thinking about going back and starting from the beginning and just doing like a Roseanne.
Well, me as a sensitive middle class boy, I also loved it.
Yeah, right. I mean, middle class too. Like, I guess, yeah. I mean, I feel like, I guess, like what I've heard about the working class thing is like that there was You know, that like Full House and all those guys, they live in like nice big old houses. And like, you know, that in Roseanne, they like talk about money anxiety and like talk about being, you know, broke. And like that, that
like
was not something you saw on TV at the time.
Yeah, and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh.
Deborah! The twins! I don't do anything right. Just like in Everybody Loves Raymond. Although I did that with Cheers. I know I've talked about it on here, but like I never watched Cheers, so I just did all of Cheers, and now I fucking love Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers is fantastic.
And I'm so glad I did it. I'm
I've never
glad
watched
I did the
Cheers,
whole thing.
so I should do that too.
I mean, it's not the same after Coach, but you know, you get through it, you keep on keeping on. Woody Harrelson, would bang then, would bang now.
He does good.
Yeah.
He's got because I watched Cheers when I was a kid, and you know it was after Coach had died that I started watching Cheers. So Woody was always my guy with Cheers.
I enjoy Woody. I think I'm gonna go on Roseanne.
Yeah, I think I will too. Let's do it together.
Although I did go through the two not Darlene's. What was the oldest one? The Becky.
Becky,
Yeah.
right?
I went through the two Beckys on
Yeah.
Roseanne.
Which Becky do you prefer?
The first Becky, although the second Becky is nicer, the first Becky had more oomph, and she moved the plot along better.
Okay, I just remember because the amazing character actress, the woman opposite of Roseanne,
The one with the big eyes, Lori Metcalf. Yeah.
And because her name is Jackie in the show, right? So that's, I think that's why I got it. And they're like, you're just like her. And I'm like,
that's your
why?
name.
Because it's because that's my name. Oh God, I'm gonna have to do that through the entire fucking show.
You're gonna be so sad by the end of it. You're just gonna be like, "That's my name."
Jackie, you'll be happy to
my
know
name.
that Gideon now that I wear that shirt a lot, whenever he sees the name Jackie anywhere, he goes, "That's my name."
I'm so happy.
You're passing, you're passing it along.
It's in my brain constantly.
We got to do Goop news.
We've become a Goop subsidiary.
Well,
podcast.
we just need to. It just I can't help it.
We have to.
We can't ignore it anymore.
What'd she do?
Her and Anna Wintour are releasing a quarterly magazine together.
Oh my! As if she didn't embarrass herself enough with that Lime food stamp incident, she just needs to partner with the richest gal in town.
And it's going to be a quarterly magazine.
Of course, because she doesn't have time to do one monthly.
Oh, I'm too busy doing my blog.
Oh, she doesn't even write that blog. That's somebody else writing it.
Yeah, I literally don't. I want to know how she spends her days and what she does. Because she doesn't clean.
No, and I didn't want to give her my money, but I was very interested because she has a cookbook out, and the forward is by Mario Batali. I was very close to buying it for Henry for his birthday, but I just couldn't give the money to her.
Yeah.
But it looks so awful, and I was like, I just wanted to see what kind. It's like, take a piece of rice, cut it into fours. A meal for 6. I was like, I just wanted to see what her fucking shit ass recipes were that probably were not original.
Maybe we could get it on eBay.
Yeah, it's not even that expensive. I just didn't want to give any money to her.
Yeah, no, I think
to
that
her.
you are correct. You got to spend that money on Barefoot Contessa's book, Cooking for Jeffrey.
And I already have Cooking for Jeffrey.
You have it?
Oh yeah, Henry got it for me for Christmas.
Oh, maybe I knew that.
Do you know how many recipes for chicken are in that?
75%.
Oh my God, does he love chicken?
Jeffrey loves
But
chicken. Every Friday I cook him a chicken for 32 years.
There's a lot of pictures of the two of them when they were young, though, and it was a very attractive couple.
They were.
But he was a military man, and that's why he's a closeted homosexual.
She was fine.
She was fine.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
He was not so bad himself.
Oh yeah, I would have banged.
Yeah.
I would have banged
Wearing
in the
his little
submarine.
uniform.
Yeah. I think he was Navy. I don't know what.
You know, she always sent him cookies. She was in high school. He was in college.
And she wrote him like it was
Yeah.
like there's like snippets of like the
Brownies.
letters. And,
Not cookies.
yeah,
I sent
please.
Jeffrey brownies every weekend.
he loves his chicken.
And then you talk to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's like, "Yeah, I guess she sent me brownies. I don't really
He
know."
doesn't remember. He was too busy fucking banging the naval officers when the ship's going around. I think it's Navy. I'm making up Navy, but I'm pretending it's Navy because that's really where the bang happens in the submarine.
I think that's how they all have the nuclear codes. You know, I think that he's a real.
they were banging.
He's a high up. He's might be protecting this nation right now. You
Big
know?
banger.
Some kind of banger. But it's a good. She better keep that chicken coming because he knows too much.
he knows where his fucking chicken is buttered on.
Well, Anna Wintour said, I've long known Gwyneth to have wonderful taste and vision, but with Goop, she has built something remarkable, a thoroughly modern take on how we live today.
No.
Isn't Anna Wintour like 1,000 years old?
Yeah, hasn't she been old forever?
I think she's like really, really, really old.
She's like Cruella de Vil.
She's 67.
Really?
No.
That's it? I don't know why I thought I thought she
Yeah, no, I thought she was like 120.
80s or 90s or 120. I would have gone with 120.
She named her child Bee, like B-E-E.
Well, bee and apples together, they can fucking pollinate and do whatever they want to do. Making fruit, making flowers, and doing their shit.
BEA is a cool name.
Sure, like
but
B.
like,
Arthur.
But like,
Yeah.
that just doesn't.
No.
It's not good.
No one likes bees.
No one. I mean,
Except for
some
beekeepers.
we need bees.
I know. I do. Yeah, I care about bees, but I don't
don't
want to
need-
be around them.
We don't want to be or you fucks. You fucks. So I don't. But is it about fashion or is it about goop?
It's about lifestyle.
Is it about like
Jesus
lipstick
Christ.
and all that shit she puts on her thing?
Well, in the Condé Nast lineup, it's replacing Self magazine, which closed last year.
Oh,
Self magazine is awful.
Yeah, Self. Nobody bought Self.
No.
Yeah, but now you got Goop magazine.
Well,
is it called Goop
It's going to be called Goop magazine.
I hate
it's just gonna be a bunch of products. That's what she must do all day. She just goes online and looks at products and is like, "I'm gonna rebrand it. It's gonna be lip gloss, but we're gonna call it Goop."
Ugh, Goop.
What I think
Stop
of every
gooping.
time with Goop is
Yeah, I'm surprised Anna Wintour wasn't like, "You have to change the name, darling. It's disgusting."
See, I don't even think that she's the one that's looking up these products. I think she has a bunch of assistants that do it, and then she'll be like lounging and someone's fanning her and someone's putting goop on her, and she looks at it and she goes, "Nay."
Yeah, no, yeah.
Aye.
Maybe she sits there and somebody
Nay.
puts the lip gloss on her lips and she's like, "I don't like the mouth feel. Give me another one."
Lick it off. I only want extra spit on my lips. I don't want a tissue on it. Lick it off. Oh man, that would be fun though. Have someone lick your lip gloss off.
Get
right
me
now.
a biodegradable handkerchief and then I'll market that as well.
Imagine when she tried out the jade egg.
Right
Way to
now
go in
on
and fetch it out.
Right now on Goop, GP's picks from Paul Andrew, the Rhea Lamb Shearling Slingback, only $795
Is
a pair.
that underpants?
Is it a slingback like a bathing suit tank top?
Underpants.
It's a fucking shoe.
Oh,
Shoe.
I thought it was underpants.
You aren't ladies, are you?
No, nope.
We are each wearing sneaks on our feet. We don't got slingbacks.
Yeah.
Racerbacks. What are they called? Slingbacks. Racerback is a swimsuit. Style.
Or a bra style.
Or a bra
I know
style.
that. We know those things. Those are the things we know.
We know items of clothing.
So you're telling me you're not interested in a Dyewood slingback platform?
Why? So you want to wear
Is there a wedge? Is there a wedge in there? Put a wedge in it.
What about a striped jacquard Falabella shoulder bag by Stella McCartney? Only $1,155.
Makes
No,
me sick.
I don't believe in shoulder
I've been
bags.
wearing these sneakers for probably 7 months, and I paid $15 for them.
Yeah, I've been wearing these Pumas
Nice.
barefoot with no socks for 3.5 years,
There you go.
and they're very comfortable.
There
And I
you
know
go.
that it's controversial to wear shoes with no socks, but I do it.
Sling back.
Well, I don't do this if I know I'm going to go to someone's house and take my shoes off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's just for myself and I'm going about my day, then I do it.
Then fuck them.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Sling backs.
Time for the list.
Who's on the list? Slingbacks. Gotta have that list.
Ooh, I like that.
The shortest celebrity marriages.
Oh, you can find the best list.
Oh, well, there's a website that gathers them all up.
Oh.
Britney Spears.
JT.
No, Jason Alexander.
What?
Not George
The other one.
Seinfeld.
I was like, wait a second.
It was her childhood friend, also named Jason Alexander.
okay.
55 hours they made it.
Hell yeah. At that point, it's an annulment, right? You don't even get a divorce.
Yeah, it's annulled. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
she
paperwork
married.
probably didn't even go through.
Yeah, she married Kevin Federline like a couple months later.
Good for- you know, I mean, you got to have a turnover rate of
Do it quick.
5 husbands to a year.
Do it quick.
Yeah, in and out. That means that you're wanted. husband. That's cool.
Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman were married for 9 days.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember
was
that too.
weird.
Yeah, that
That was a weird one. Well, because I was never really into Dennis Rodman sexually, so I didn't. And Carmen Electra was just Carmen Electra.
very much into Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
sexually,
Yeah.
Carmen Electra was like the hot woman for, I would say, about a year or two.
Oh yeah.
Like, she was the standard for hot women. It went like, first it was Pamela Anderson, then it was Anna Nicole Smith, then it was Carmen
she
Electra,
died.
and then Anna Nicole Smith died. Well, she disappeared. She died later.
Yeah.
And in between Anna Nicole Smith and her death, there was Carmen Electra and Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy was a good one.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
Jenny
Jenny
McCarthy
McCarthy
was
was
good.
like, I think Jenny McCarthy was like the last of the hots. Like,
She was
just
less of the fun hots.
Yeah.
Too. Like she was a fun hot.
because
Yeah.
the 90s were just full of the fun hots.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were fun hots everywhere. And then, the fun hots kind of went away. I think it was 9/11.
Yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
put a cloud over
It's
us.
another thing that 9/11 ruined. No more fun hots.
Well, and just like going back to Betty and Joan, there's not like one person. There's not like one hot a year anymore. There's like 25 hots a year.
Oh,
Who can
yeah.
keep up?
Yeah, like Cindy Crawford was one of the hots. And then before that was like Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
Like there was the It Girl.
Jane
Yes.
Fonda is in there.
Jane Fonda's the Hanoi Jane. I knew you'd mention her.
We also had a Cindy Crawford exercise video. That's why I thought of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you had good ones.
Yeah. A lot of high bikinis.
Yeah. They were like up. I mean, they were past the navel.
Yeah, up to like the ribs.
Yeah.
Doesn't
That
look
must have
good
been- yeah, it must have been very upsetting
for your vagina.
for the vaginal area.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good. Like nobody wants a vag that's like 6 inches long.
God, my mom asked me. My mom said the word genitals in front of me the other day, and I thought I was going to throw up.
Genitals.
She's like, but what about her genitals? She's referring to the character on Billions, who is a gender fluid in real life, gender fluid on the show. It was referred to as like Z or they, and my mom didn't understand. She's like, but what about their genitals? What do they have down there? Their genitals. And I was like, stop saying genitals. I don't know what their genitals look like.
And that's one of those. I like that question though because it's one of those questions where you're like, you know what? If I'm asking about genitals, maybe I don't need to ask about genitals.
Maybe you're not supposed to know about the genitals. I think that there's a vagina, but I'm not really sure.
I mean, there could be either kind. I mean, there's two kinds of genitals. It could be one or the
It's
other.
one or the other.
Yeah.
And I don't like to think too hard about most people's genitals.
Well, I'm
mean-
thinking about yours right now.
Some people I'll think hard about them, but like my friends, I don't try to dwell on them.
Yeah. Passing fancy at most.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah. And then you stop.
What do they look like?
Immediately stop.
Dennis Hopper was married to Michelle Phillips for about 2 weeks.
Like Wilson Phillips?
I have no idea who Michelle Phillips is.
Oh, okay.
Mario Lopez was married to Ali Landry. You remember her?
Oh, I remember her. She was a hot girl for like 6 months.
Yeah, thereabouts, yeah. And 2 weeks they lasted until she found out he cheated on her during his bachelor party.
Wow.
Mario Lopez, really?
Mhm.
Wow,
Oh,
he
Mario Lopez is a notorious dickhead.
Really?
He's one of the worst in Hollywood.
Doesn't surprise me on the one hand, but he always cultivates that nice boy.
Elizabeth Hurley, that's another one. That was
Ooh.
another hot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Because of Showgirls?
No, Elizabeth Hurley. She was in Austin
Monkey
Powers.
Bone.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
she was
I
in-
always
no,
think of Elizabeth.
Yeah, she was in Monkey Bone. Bring up fucking Monkey Bone.
Elizabeth
She was in
Berkley,
Austin Powers, the
Yes.
spy who shagged me.
Bedazzled and Monkey Bone. That's it.
And
Elizabeth
Austin
Hurley was-
Powers. She was in 3 movies, okay?
Movies.
And
But
what I
what
like
a hell of a 3 years it was.
Oh, yeah.
What I like about Elizabeth Hurley was that, I mean, I might be totally wrong because I was young, but I feel like she was like a little bit older. Like
I think she
slightly
was.
Yeah,
older.
slightly. Just a little bit.
And just enough to be like, well, that's cool. You can be hot and slightly older.
Yes.
And then Heather Graham was after her.
Yeah, she was.
I mean,
stupid
But, you know,
hot
she had the
and also stupid.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
We all remember Roller Girl. Where was I?
He's flustered.
Yeah, she was too hot.
Damn it. I was thinking about Heather Graham and Boogie Nights, and I clicked on the wrong thing, and now I got to get back to the right place
Oh
again.
my God, he's flustered.
Heather Graham, not a talented actress.
No.
No.
Boogie Nights only talented. That was the only role she ever showed any talent in.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
even-
because she showed how short she could wear shorts and how perfectly tiny her breasts are.
Just full body. You got to see the whole thing. Remember that scene?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
It confused me in more ways than one.
Ernest Borgnine and Ethel Merman.
Oh, Daddy. Well, hello, Daddy. Man, I've sung so many Ethel Merman songs.
They were married for 38 days
Back then, that must have been real short.
Oh, yeah.
in 1964.
She's going to hell. She's going to hell for a lot of things, so
Yeah.
let's be real here.
Good for her.
Drew Barrymore. Blah.
Sorry, I was being a quirky girl.
Chris Kattan was married to a woman named Sunshine Tutt.
Yikes.
Good name.
Man, all I think I will ever think of Chris Kattan is him. What was his name?
Mr. Peepers?
Mr. Peepers.
Mr. Peepers.
That's
yeah.
all. That's it. And that is so unattractive. You imagine having sex with Mr. Peepers?
Well, Mr. Peepers. Mango was fun too.
Mango was
You
fun.
remember
Mango was
Mango?
fun.
I will
Yes.
say I laughed at both Mango and Mr. Peepers regularly.
Yeah, they were. I mean, for like goofy characters, you know.
I enjoyed it.
They were good.
Also a notorious dickhead.
Yes.
Chris Kattan?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
no.
the worst.
Maybe
really
he has a
enjoys
little
himself.
man complex.
He probably got a little man and he called him Mr. Peepers.
I'm not Mr. Peepers. I'm not.
That's my penis's name.
I'm gonna cheat on you just to prove I'm not Mango.
It would kind of suck to be walking down the street and like every once in a while somebody like, "Yo, Mr. Peepers!"
I mean, he did it. He made it.
He made it. He did have to do it.
He made his bed, now he's a lie in it. Now, probably, he's very poor.
I think he does okay, actually.
You think so?
He does bit parts here and there, and I think
That's
it keeps
true.
him afloat.
Yeah.
Time for Blind Item.
We can't stand him.
Apparently, there was a time in the not-too-recent past where this A-, B-plus list, mostly television actress who stars in a new, almost television show on Amazon, spent some time away from her church. At a premiere the other night, they had multiple minders with her to make sure she didn't speak to anyone from that time period away from the church.
Katie Holmes?
No, but you're getting close.
In the church, but not Katie Holmes, with a bunch of minors? As in
No.
people underneath 18 years old?
Oh, minders.
Oh, minders. I was like, why'd you gotta be around a bunch of kids? Like, what is is it a kid fucking thing?
I was like, people who go into mines. But you were.
Minders.
Oh,
Like, you know how
minders.
Scientology always has people around me like, oh, don't talk to that person. They're
Yeah.
an SP.
SPs, baby.
Yeah, they're like, 3.2 on the tone scale.
But I don't know of any new Amazon shows that are out because I'm in the dark on Amazon.
Well, they're actually, there's a lot of ads for it in the subway right now.
She was a
And
child actress?
It's been a bit of a feminist type thing.
Oh, Lord. Molly.
Wait. Okay.
Oh,
Feminist,
God.
former child actor.
No.
No.
The show is like a feminist thing.
The show is a feminist.
on
thing.
Amazon. It's
Uh-huh.
new.
Amazon. I don't. Ooh. I want to know.
Ooh, ooh.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No.
I'm just trying to think. Now
From
I'm just trying to
from
think
Mad
of
Men?
Scientologists.
From Mad
A Handmaid's Tale.
Moss.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
yeah.
Moss.
Elizabeth
It's
Moss.
on Hulu.
That's
That's why.
That's not why. Y'all
That's
wouldn't have gotten that
why.
anyway.
That's why.
Stop fucking why.
That's why. Man, it's
She is a
the
science.
Scientologist thing makes me so upset because I really like her.
I like Elizabeth Moss
I
a
like her as
lot.
an actress so
Yeah.
much.
I think she's a lifer.
Oh,
I think she-
because
She
it
was
was her
born into
family.
it.
Yeah,
It was her
I think
family.
she was born into it. Yeah, I think she grew up Scientologist.
I gotta read that book before I see that fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's really good, but I think I'm one of the only people that didn't read that book.
You didn't read it in school?
Yeah, I tried reading it. I didn't
Is it
get
no
in. I didn't
good?
get into it. You might like it. I just
I
didn't
love
get into it.
dystopian future.
It's very good. I didn't read it until college, but it is good. But I'm anxious about watching that show because I'm not trying to get so stressed out. I
That's what everyone says. Like you will read it really fast because it will stress you out.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know. I'm reading The Husband's Secret right now, and it is juicy.
Oh
Yeah,
God, I
and
love that
I'm
book.
I'm reading A Darker Shade of Magic, and I'm having a lot of fun.
I would say so. Maybe we don't need The Handmaid's Tale in our lives.
I think
at this
the
moment.
nation needs it, but I look for escapism in my entertainment. But I'm actually curious. I haven't read it, God, since I was probably 20, so I don't really remember it
Yeah,
that well.
1,000 years ago.
Goop,
Everybody, we're getting goopy with it.
Yeah, I got goop. Stop gooping me, guys.
And lastly, this A-plus list, mostly movie actress who has multiple Academy Award wins and nominations, says she recently read a 4-page interview she supposedly gave to a kiss butt knee padding tabloid and said she didn't even know she was going to be in the magazine. She asked her people, and they just answered the questions for her via email.
Not fair.
Not fair.
Meryl Streep.
No.
How old? How old?
We talked about her last week.
Kate Winslet.
No.
Kate Blanchett.
No, she was like the main person we talked about last week.
I don't remember.
We didn't talk about like anybody else but her. We talked about her for like 20 minutes. Most beautiful person.
Oh, Julia Roberts.
We didn't talk about her a lot.
And her crop top. See, that's fine. What is she? Is she really going to answer any kind of? No, with
There's
her,
nothing
it's
we
fine.
can learn about her at this point.
Boring. Oh, I had kids.
There's nothing that we can. It does not matter. If I was Julia Roberts, I'd be like, I don't care. Somebody answer the questions.
No, but also that's why I forgot about last week because that's how little I care about her.
Yeah, no.
And you can tell too, like this is when they asked her like how, because she's got a lot more. She's got the most beautiful person awards, and she's ahead of George Clooney. She said, "I'm going to mention that in my Christmas card to the Clooneys this year."
She's just so entitled. She's been entitled.
Well, she didn't say it. Her PR people said it.
Why would they say it? Because she's entitled. Because it sounds like something that she would
they're like, let's
say.
think of something that she would say. Ugh,
It
that's
sounds like something
insufferable
she
thing.
would. Yes, because she doesn't know. At this point, she doesn't know what it is to be a normal person anymore. She's been famous for so famous for so long that she doesn't even know. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they did that carpool karaoke and they picked up people, I forget who was in the front seat, who was the actual singer of it, but then they picked up George Clooney and Julia Roberts, and then they all sang together because they were just hanging out, and it was all a set up, it was all a ploy. And even though I love carpool karaoke, I didn't like that one.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do still care about George Clooney.
Do we?
His handsomeness.
I know, but he's got an all knocked up wife, and she's an international lawyer.
Do
but now
not
she
say
went-
anything negative about his wife.
I know, I love her. I'm saying that now what, she's just gonna go take care of some kids? No, she's
not. She's testifying before the UN.
Then why is she having children?
Because you have the right to have children and still be a person in and of your own self. She testified before the UN about mass graves in Iraq, and all of the headlines were she shows off her baby bump at the UN.
I know, and that's why it's great, because she's having a nanny that's gonna suck out the liquor from her breasts, and so the babies get the fresh milk.
And that's where we're going to end today's Page 7. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. We'll talk to y'all next week.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.